Hello guys, welcome to my channel. We are going to be creating a simple login like that of Uber login, like the one you are seeing. Although it's not that really Uber login, but we'll just name it as Uber login, like what you are seeing now. So this is what the final result is going to be. So I created this in Adobe XD and I decided to implement it in Android Studio. So I'm going to continue to my Android Studio to design this thing that you are seeing here. So let's proceed. So let's create a new project. We are going to call it Uber login. So click on finish. So let's wait for our project to finish syncing. It's a simple design that I want to implement because I've already done it in Adobe XD. So I want to implement it in Android Studio. So I want to show you guys how I did it. So let's proceed to the main activity and do some design. So I'll be using linear layouts for the starting layout. So I'm going to set the orientation to be vertical. Then the next thing I need here is I need to set a linear layout so that all the logos will be there. It will contain the logo and edit text. So I'm going to set a linear layout. I'll set it as match pair and wrap content. So I'm going to make the orientation to be vertical. I will make the margin top to be 80 dp. I'm going to set a gravity of center. So inside I'm going to have an image view. I'll set the image view width as 100 dp. I'll set the height to be 100 dp also. So let me bring in our icons. So these are what we need. I'll go to my res folder, go to the drawable folder and paste all of them. So let me give a source, not there. I'm going to call this Uber. So that is the image. Now I need an edit text because looking at it, look at the way it is. So we are trying to design something like this. So the next thing, I'm going to give it an edit text called login to take a ride. I mean a text view. I'll set the text view to be match parent, wrap content, text. Then I need a text alignment to be center. I need margin top to be 40 dp. Then what next? I think we are done for this linear layout. I want to create another linear layout which is going to contain the two edit texts for the email and the password. I'll set it as match parent and the height as wrap content. I'm going to give it a margin. I need to give it some property like margin top to be 50 dp away from our other design, from our edit text. Then I'm going to set the orientation to be vertical because we are having two things in it: edit text for email and for password. So what do I need again? I'll set margin left and right 25 dp. So that is it. So the next thing we are going to do is to bring in edit text. I'll set the edit text to be match parent wrap content. Then hint is going to be email. Then a margin top, I think this is okay. Let's bring in another edit text, set it as match parent wrap content. Then hint to be password. I'm going to set a margin top of 20 dp away from the email. So looking at it, we are okay with this. Let's check what we are designing. You can see the way it is. So what is remaining now is the button and all these images, and so all these ones are done. So I'm going to do this outside. The button is going to be outside the linear layout. So I'll set the button to be width of 250 dp. Height to be wrap content. You can see that this button is one-sided, is going to the left. So let's set the layout gravity to be center. Yes, so let's give it a margin top away from our two edit text. The margin top is going to be 60 dp. So we need a text, we'll call it as login, and I want to set a font family of a sans serif light, so that should be light. Then I need to set all cap to be false, so that it should not be just in block form. So it's okay now. So what do we do next? I think we need to design this button in a drawable. So we'll call it a BTN design. BTN login design. So I'm not going to use the selector, I'm going to use shape. So inside the shape, I need a stroke. I'll set the stroke, the color, let me give it a color code. I'm going to set the width to be 1 dp. Then I need a corner radius. Of 5 dp. So I think we are done for this. And let's go and give a background to it. Yes, so our button is okay. So the next thing we are going to design is these images, the image. So how do we do that? I'm going to set them in another linear layout. So I'll bring in another linear layout. I'll set the width to be match parent, height to be wrap content. Set the margin start to be 100 dp. Margin end 100 dp. Then I need to set a margin top to be 50 dp. Alright, so what next? I need to bring in some image view so that I can bring in those icons. So what am I going to do next? I'm going to set an image view. I'll set this image view to be width of 0 dp, then height of wrap content. Now this is my image. The width and the height are 24 dp, so you should take note of that, because if you don't know about that, you might bring in image to this place and it will not be as small as mine. So take note, the size, you can resize your image from your normal window application where you can edit image. So you resize set the width and the height to be 24 dp. So I'm going to set a weight of 1 to this image. Then let me give it a source. The first image is going to be Google. So I'm going to duplicate this into 4 places. One, 2, 3. So it's okay. So the next image is going to be Facebook. The third one is going to be Twitter, while the last one is going to be LinkedIn. So looking at it, our app is done. Let's run the app and see our final results. Please don't bother about this this error that I'm having. I decided to use an old version of Android Studio 4.0 instead of the latest one, although I will upgrade soon. So I'm using a SDK version of 30 on it. The latest version is not working well for me on this old one that I'm using, so don't mind. I decided to on my internet connection so that it should reboot my studio since I've changed the version. So our app has been installed successfully. Let's remove the action bar. We'll change the colors. I don't like those colors. Then I will set no action bar. So you can see that everything is done. If you take a look at the other one, this is the one I really designed in the Adobe XD, the one I did in Adobe XD. Although because the background is white, so you'll not be able to see the shape. That's why I decided to show you this one. So if you check this one, it's also the same thing with this. You can see the way it is, that everything is perfect. Please, if you need the source code, comment below and I'll share the source code with you. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, share with your friend, like, and give me a thumb up.